Hello, my Virgos. How are you guys? Welcome back. All right, Virgos, I thought I'd do one live for you. I almost never do a live Virgo read, so today's the day. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Let's just be very open and freestyle with this story, and let's just see what happens with our characters today. So how does this begin? How does our story begin? Ride the wave. Playful energy. This is, don't overthink it. Don't make something into a stressful situation. Make time for play. Make time to simply, if you're in somebody's company, don't weigh and measure and evaluate each word. Don't worry if you're coming across right or wrong. Just have fun, laugh, like really be present and really allow the emotions to just carry you. If you feel like you're having fun, don't inhibit that, right? So we start out with a really nice vibe of joy, playful energy, a sense of freedom, a sense of, I don't know, it feels like a sense of downtime. It is card 14. I don't know if it's like we're looking at like 2 weeks. Maybe this is 2 weeks, or in 2 weeks, I'm going to take a trip, or I'm going to have a wonderful 2 weeks with somebody and just be what it is while wide open. I'm going to be open to whatever this may become. I am wide open to, I feel like this is either a new romance that comes in for Virgo, or it's an opportunity to just surrender to the enjoyment of this. This is card number 42. I'm a big sci-fi fan, so Douglas Adams, I love his sci-fi and just his comedy, and 42 is in one of his books. That is the answer to the question of life. And so, again, very tongue-in-cheek humor. If you're a fan, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I just find I'm going to connect that. Be wide open to, like, life is a comedy. Life is many different things. Also, one of his books is called So Long and Thanks for All the Fish, and it's a story about the dolphins. Well, that's one piece of it. So I don't know, but I feel like either that's a side note. He's a great writer. Do check out Douglas Adams' books. Absolutely wonderful writer. But in any case, let's get back to this. I can't help but pay some homage to him right now, because that is exactly what my mind goes to. So again, fun, quirky, silly, but thought-provoking and intelligent. And if you are having a really great time, this could be ride the wave of your creative. Maybe you're a writer. Maybe there's something about, enjoying the process right now, letting yourself freestyle something, being wide open to whatever wild, zany thing pops into your head, or being open to the fact that, look, life is not, it is not a straight path. It is twists and turns and bends and valleys and crests and troughs and all of it. Both of these have to do with the ocean. Both of these have to do, because this is like the spray of the water around her. She's standing up on this, and there's actually like a magic carpet that is flying up in the sky over here. It's like embrace the magic of the unexpected. When we're more open, mentally, and just open to, maybe you're going to meet somebody who takes you on a bit of a wild ride where you're like, oh my gosh, this person is not who I expected. I'm going to take a little road trip, or I'm going to take this vacation. I'm going to meet somebody on a vacation, and I'm just going to go ahead and be open to the wild experiences that we have together, little mini adventures, obviously within a realm of safety, right? But it feels like your life is about to get cracked wide open because of a new influence coming in, or because your attitude is just like, let's just do it. You know what? Let's just go for it. Let's allow vibes to just flow through us. I don't know where we're headed. I have no clue. How could I know what's going to happen? There's nothing is written in stone in this life. We just have to roll with it. There's still, my Virgo is still holding on to just a little bit of worry, like, but I don't know about this. There is some concern here. Am I going to fall in love? Is that, if I do fall real hard for this person, then what happens? Sorry, guys, I'm still going to be coughing a little bit. Springtime with asthma, so welcome to my world. There is something about the phases of the moon. There's something about, passage of time. There's something about, like, the universe is bringing you an experience. Don't deny yourself the chance to have an experience. It could take a shape in your life that you didn't expect. If nothing else, it may make you choose to have more wonderful, joyful experiences and to, be more playful in your own life. Maybe this becomes the greatest love of your life, or maybe it becomes the motivation that, you know what, I had a great time on that cruise, that trip, that vacation, that afternoon that I took off, whatever it was, however you decided to just say yes to somebody who asked you out or asked you to do something out of your norm, or you decided to sign up for a class or do something that was just because. That throwing the unexpected ingredient into the your dish of food, it adds a new flavor and it makes you more adventurous, and it is the pathway toward making sure that you say, I like this. I like this part of my life. I want to make sure I always give myself freedom to just do something for me, something to fill my own cup. So, at minimum, it may simply be that the adventure really appeals to you, and you might start taking time in your life to give yourself little mini adventures here and there. Being just super open to, ooh, being super open to whatever lies ahead. This is an adventurer. They're standing at a crossroads. One road kind of leads down a path where we can see it way off into the distance. We pretty much can see what's happening. And we have a stag here. Well, we have a stag on this side too that can represent partners. We have certainly whatever road we take in life, we're destined to meet people. But who we meet will be different sometimes depending on what path in life we take. This path goes and it disappears around this gigantic mountain where all the birds are flying. The birds are, they're migratory creatures. There could be a path where it's more unknown, but even if we go down the path that's unknown, it doesn't mean that we can't, change our mind, return, make alterations. So basically, when we're standing at a path, a crossroads in life, saying, would I let myself fall in love with this person, or has this opened up my ideas of like what really makes me happy? I now get to make some choices for myself, but you'll always have the opportunity to still change your mind again. Also, we don't even know, does this path that looks like it just leads off into the distance, like we can see it stretching on and on, does it eventually converge with this one? That's possible too. Life has a funny way of, it moves in small circles, as they say. So it could even be that standing at a crossroads is a wasted energy, to like overthink anything, because it's like, you never know what's going to happen anyhow. That I could wind up back in the same place no matter what. We have judgment. Okay. Hold up. Virgos, this has become a very different story now. You had two dolphins right at the beginning. Now you have two paths. Now you have judgment. Is this a situation where right when you meet someone or you've just had a wonderful experience with somebody, you also have an ex coming back? Or is this an ex who wants to have, they want to come see you, they want you to go somewhere with them? It's something along the lines of, it does look like you're going to be faced with a choice. Do I reconcile? Do I bring this back into my life? Do I do this again? This could represent that you did this once upon a time. You gave yourself up to some love and you were like, I'm nervous about this, but I really want to go ahead and see where this goes. So you were wide open to it. You gave it your all. And then it still could have resulted in something that, there was a point in the romance where you two diverged even. And now there's an opportunity to come back together. Every card changes the story just a little bit. Let's take another look and see if we get more clarity here. 5 of Pentacles. So there was some kind of left out in the cold, but this 5 of Pentacles is actually where we're thawing that out. We actually have this gentleman coming in, cap in hand, like apologetic to this woman who happens to be holding a child, but the light is shining through the stained glass window. This is, a warm glow. This is actually, I always read this as not being left out in the cold. We're coming back together to thaw that out. And certainly when we see this card along with it, it's looking like there's an opportunity for someone to make something right with you. Are you open to that? Do you want to ride the wave of emotion? I feel like you're in a place where you're in a really good vibe. No matter what, we see you saying life is a gigantic roulette wheel, or it's a gigantic, just like a, you never know what you're going to get, right? There's good moments, and then there's salty moments, and it's all a blend. But I did sign up for all of it. I even signed up for the mystery of it. I even signed up for the confusion and the choices that I have to make, and the way I don't know what is written into my life, because I get to write that every single day of my life. I'm writing another piece of my story. So if someone shows back up, if a character shows back up in the next episode, um, do I write a place for them in my life, or do I write them out of my life? This would say we're writing a place for this person in our life, if only to have, they must be returning for a purpose. If somebody is coming in to thaw something out, someone that maybe we had a wonderful connection with once upon a time, now we're in this more like exciting energy where it's like, hey, I do only what makes me feel good now. I'm open to having adventures. And so this person like shows up to try to like heal things with you. If they're showing up, there's a reason. They're bringing something into your world. In this case, you just had the strength card pop out. Very much about like balance, courage, power. This could be a test of your own strength to either say, no, thank you. My life is, I've gone down a different road at this point, or I've learned how to choose what serves me for my greatest and highest good. Or it is that they are bringing in some kind of information that lets you know that this person has mastered something and that they are really strong. Let's see. Again, being wide open to at least hearing this person out. Oh, my. Okay, so this is the saddest, messiest looking Four of Wands, and that is exactly why I keep this deck. My puppy ate this up when he was a baby, which on one hand, I don't know, it just makes me smile because it's like I remember him as a baby. But on the other hand, I think it's super appropriate. A Four of Wands can be this idealized, oh, it's perfect, we're a perfect match, everything, we're supposed to be in perfect sync. Unless we're in a movie, that ain't how real life works. Most of the time, people that are our most perfect match in life can also be our greatest adversary, our greatest like promoters of change, and that oftentimes comes with difficulties. So the very person that could be our greatest match could also create the greatest havoc, perhaps, in certain situations. This is a card that says, oh man, we had a disaster down here, we had a disaster up here, but what remains is the connection. To me, this is, I can't help, and okay, I have to say something else. So I noticed this before, but I didn't say anything because once in a while in a deck, there will be a card that'll flip the opposite direction. And I don't, when I'm in the middle of shuffling, I don't even care because I'm like, it'll pop out and present itself if it's supposed to. Well, I had glanced down earlier as I was talking about other cards, and the world card was at the top, flipped the wrong direction, as you can see. Then you saw me do a shuffle. And as I'm prattling on about this card, I looked down and that had happened again. So the fact that this happened twice, very serendipitous. I'm going to go ahead and talk about that card, and we're going to take it as if it's a part of this story because that's totally bizarre that would land on the top twice. Now, granted, I never flipped it back over, so it would be a part of the arrangement of the other cards. So that part is not serendipitous. That is my laziness. But the fact that it came to the surface twice, that's wild. So we're going to run with this in just a second. But my point of this card is saying, yeah, it's been a mess. This relationship has been a mess, but I'm asking, why is this person coming in? What value are they bringing in? They're trying to thaw something out with you now. They're saying with strength and confidence that despite everything that has happened to erode this connection, the connection for them is still there. The fact that we have the world card that shouldn't be in this reading that popped up twice, unlike all the rest of the cards, this has to stand out as a second chance at life, a second chance at an opportunity to have this again. That's the way I'm going to look at this. Something that, I passed it by the first time and just kept shuffling and we got a different card out. Then as I'm done shuffling again, it still keeps presenting itself. It's like the universe keeps saying, do you want this yet? Do you want this yet? This is the second opportunity that someone has had with you. You notice the card is chewed top and bottom. That's two halves of it. I want to say that this person blew a chance with you before, but this time there's another chance. And this time, I mean, again, they must have blown it before. Maybe back when you were all about them and you gave them your whole heart and you were all in it and it was scary, but you opened up your heart and then you guys diverged paths. And now here they come back in for round 2. I'm not sure what happened, why somebody blew it the first time. I'm not sure that I want to ask, but I'm going to because I can't seem to stop myself. So here we go. Because that's the kind of storyteller I am. Well, how did they blow it? They blew it by the 5 of Swords, but it's weird because it's not quite upright and it's not quite in the reverse. It's at this weird jaunty little angle, mostly in the reverse. 5 of Swords, for some reason, they didn't want to have conflict. What was that? What does that mean? They didn't want to have conflict. We have a Knight of Wands in the reverse. We have the High Priestess upright. We have the Fool upright. And we have the Emperor upright. It's weird. This person didn't want to have conflict, perhaps, but they're saying, I wasn't trying to be a player. I wasn't trying to be back and forth, but I also wasn't ready to reveal everything. I wasn't really sure about what I wanted. Was I ready to take a leap of faith and be an emperor in this connection, take charge of this, really create a situation? Was I really ready for that? Hey guys, if you don't like a story, please know I don't pick and choose what cards come out. So just click off if it's not a message that you want to hear. Please don't come into the comments and make complaints because there's really no point in that. You just get to listen to a different one. Maybe listen just to the singles reads if you want. So just FYI, guys, I just want you to know, I don't pick and choose the stories. I don't get to do that. So it's okay though if it doesn't resonate with you. Just let it on go and pop on over to a different storyline, okay? I don't want anybody to have a bad day or to get frustrated, but I don't pick the stories. So in this, we're seeing somebody who, I don't know exactly why they weren't ready for it. They weren't trying to be a player though, but they walked away from this because they just weren't sure. To me, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Let me look at the High Priestess. High Priestess, we have the Page of Cups. This person really wanted to just have something that didn't become very serious at that point in time. They wanted to have a Page of Cups. They wanted to have a less deep connection at that point in time, or they wanted to act like they could have a less, I don't want to say less powerful, less mature connection at one point in time in the past, with the option of having all of it. But for some reason, that was something they were not ready to discuss, was making this a really serious commitment. Why? We have the Seven of Wands, we have the Ace of Wands, and we have the World card. This person still had obstacles before they could manifest the new beginning in their life. They were still putting other things together in their life. They were still in the midst of, organizing and structuring their life the way they needed it to be. So they were invested and involved in, maybe paying off their debt, maybe, doing this, doing that, and reaching a certain status in their career. Whatever it was, they had other things they were still focused on. So the ability to manifest, they wanted passion, yes, but I would say it was like when you're spending so much energy, giving to all these other layers of your life, there's not a whole ton of other energy left to maybe devote to building this super profound connection. Not when they were in the midst of, let me put it this way. If you're in the middle of cleaning your house, or let's say painting your house, let's say it's something bigger than that, and you've moved all the furniture and you've got all the painting up and everything, and you're covered in paint, and somebody is like, hey, I want to come over and make you dinner. You're like, okay, that's so nice. That's so sexy. That's all that. But it's not that I don't want you to make me dinner. It's a great idea. And I want the romance with you, but I don't even have any pots and pans available now. My kitchen is in disarray. I've been painting all day. I'm a filthy pig mess. I don't want somebody coming over to do that for me right now. So it almost feels like, can we just like meet for coffee like next Tuesday? Because honestly, I have to get this painting stuff done, because then I got to put my house back in normal array because I got family coming to town next week. And, it's just poor timing, right? That's what this looks like. And I'm putting it into a context that looks a little different, because I think it's easier to understand how we could be super interested in somebody, really want something, but we cannot devote the energy to the romance right now because of the situation that we're in, or someone perceived it that way. We could have said, no, but do you want to come over and help me paint and we'll do takeout? Like we could have still had romance and fun, but I feel like this person was too, like, I have to do this for myself. You see the power pose, the problems that I have to take care of. That's how I operate. Da, 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 da. So no, until I get this done, I can't be in this big, huge connection. So I only wanted something kind of like smaller and take it a little slower. It didn't mean I didn't want the full package with you later, but I wasn't ready to talk about that. So I basically left this alone. Now, even though I'm trying to put it in a context that is comprehensible, I don't like this story one bit. I'll be honest. I don't like it. But it's not for me to like or dislike. I'm just the storyteller. So where does that put the Virgo at this point? Where does that put the Virgo? Because the Virgo's not out chasing anybody down. The Virgo's not looking toward anyone from what I can see. This is the other person. The Virgo is like kind of like enjoying life right now, feeling like I make decisions based off of what I want. Yeah. The Virgo is not holding a torch for this person, not holding a cup of love. The Virgo released this person. This person, it's okay. I'm not holding on. I'm good with that. The Sun in the reverse. I don't see this person as my happiness. I'm still wide open to adventures and love and things that fulfill me, but they are not on my radar as the thing that would do that for me. That's kind of understandable. Okay. So where is Virgo at though? What's going down with the Virgo? Virgo is totally out of this. There's no burdens here. I like the fact that we have all of this playful energy. Virgo might be very open to meeting people that are just fun and exciting and really focused. Sorry, guys, my asthma makes me cough at like the worst moments. But the Virgo is over this completely and utterly, and has very much turned their attention to the good stuff in life. What is Virgo doing? I like this very much. I like the fact that we've got none of the hurt, none of the woundy. Oh, Seven of Swords, though. I'm saying, where's the Virgo at? Virgo, it's not about where you're at. What keeps showing up is the person who's peering around the corner, still staring at you, having a good time. You may be engaged. So my brain works very differently. So bear with me. What I see on this side of the card, those swords represent two people standing there, chit-chatting, having dialogue, flirting. And this is somebody peering around the corner going, you're meeting somebody else. I'm kind of watching you from the shadows, and I'm not letting you know, but I can see you having dialogue with somebody else. And this is going to sound really crazy, but that, or someone is trying to converse with you online that is not revealing that it's them. That's a wild stretch, but there is a lie here. Either someone is simply pretending that they're not watching you anymore, or someone is pretending that they're not interested anymore, or you're pretending that you don't know that they're still watching you. So it could go in a lot of different ways for this. But let's see, what is the lie? What is the lie? And unfortunately, this is somehow, while I'm asking what is going on with the Virgo has said that I'm not interested in that. I'm not dealing with any of that. It's definitely whoever is not talking to the Virgo is the one who is still perhaps spying, but I feel like the Virgo knows it, and the Virgo is acting like they don't know it. Oh my gosh, this is getting to be layers of intrigue, huh? Could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, doesn't have to be, but we do have an awful lot of swords. Whatever this is, Virgo is saying, I don't know why, but of course I sense that this person still is interested. And at the same time, I've been getting over this and really, truly releasing it. But we saw that if somebody is trying to come in this time, it is to hopefully have another opportunity. It's just weird because it looks like the Virgo, even though Virgo is supposedly over them, I don't know why they're showing up so much in the subconscious for Virgo. That, like, I know that they're still out there. The Empress in the reverse. It's weird though, because the Empress in the reverse, either Virgo has decided I'm enjoying single life. I'm not looking to be somebody's empress to their emperor. It could be that, or it could be that, look, I don't believe that this person is actually coming in to say that they want to do over and that they really want to step up this time and make it a serious connection. And again, Virgo does not seem stressed out about this at all. They're still kind of just taking it in stride. King of Cups in the reverse, World in the reverse. I don't know. I feel like Virgo has lost the belief that this person is coming in for a do-over. I feel like Virgo knows that this person is going to try to pick stuff up with them at some point, but Virgo is expecting them to actually come in with the same exact energy that they had before. Possibly because they're like, look, if they're not coming at me in a forthright manner, showing right up, talking directly to me, then they haven't changed from who they were before. They weren't forthright before. They're not forthright now. Then I don't see any change. I think Virgo's just kind of like, whatever. I'm busy over here. I'm playing with the dolphins, man. I'm not interested in the drama. I'm not interested in somebody who shows back up who didn't know what they wanted before. And now they want to show up this time. I don't think that they're going to be any different this time. So let me get away from that and let's just say, what direction is a Virgo headed? Because we're wide open to opportunities, joyfulness, playfulness. Okay, so 9 of Pentacles. We keep seeing Virgo as a single, abundant individual who is loving their life, who is not, you're not waiting for someone to show up for you, but someone is showing up for you. 6 of Cups with the Star card, with the Moon. This could take you by surprise. This is a soulmate who drops into your life out of nowhere that you either did not see coming or it sneaks up on you as to how important this person really is. I don't know that I think that this is the same person. It could be this is an Aquarius card, Aquarian star card. We also have Pisces here. Whatever this is, though, Virgo is open. And I think that that's why an ex has an opportunity to show back up in Virgo's life. But it may also be that someone else entirely different is also on the move coming into Virgo's life that is unexpected. Someone that you may not even recognize initially as such a gift. This could be the person who you build and develop a trust and a relationship with before you even realized what was happening. It's like, well, I was just on this vacation and I met this person and wound up hanging out with them a little bit. And then it turned out we were really good friends. And then by a weird twist of fate, they were actually going to be in my area. So I'm like, oh, hey, stay with me. I met you on that vacation. You're cool. And from there, it's like, it's this growth that happens that is so unexpected. And I say that because it's like you didn't even realize that this was your person that was being brought into your life. The only reason this is happening is because Virgo is wide open. Yeah, bring in the new experiences. Yes, I know that I'm in charge of making choices. Even if an ex comes back, it doesn't mean that I have to say yes, even if they're coming in because now they're ready to have this do-over. I'm all about making choices of, like, I can reconcile with someone and not have them back in my life as a love interest. I'm making choices that are about what does my heart really want? Because it is self-love first. The universe is bringing me opportunities, but it's up to me to decide which ones are right for me. But it's so interesting because it's that you're in such a receptive vibe right now. That's why so many things are coming toward the Virgo. That's why an ex shows up at the same time that some amazing new person is in your life. The ex really seems like they're coming in attempting for a new beginning, but why is Virgo convinced that they're not really different? I'm not sure. First, Queen of Swords. There's some kind of boundary or criteria that the Virgo uses to measure this, and it may be a simple question that the person still can't answer. Like, so what is it that you really want right now? And if the person is like, well, I don't know, like what would happen with us, the Virgo's like, done, we're out. You're the same as you were before. You didn't know then, you don't know now. You're not even sure why you're coming toward me. Nope, we're good. It may be something, and I don't mean to be as rude as what I've just said, right? I just sometimes I just pop off and just say things because it's a quick decision making process is what it looks like to me. Oh, you're still not actually here to take a leap of faith. I've established that, then you haven't changed. And it's that simple, even though it looked like this person was trying to come in for that. But I'm not sure why they show up only to then be, I don't know. So let's stop talking about that part of it. And let's go back to whatever this unexpected gift from the universe, this soulmate who shows up. I feel like you meet this person during some time of joyful, playful activity, which makes perfect sense because, let's go to the dolphins for just a moment. Dolphins are one of the only other creatures that make love purely for the enjoyment of it. Most animals do it for the mating purpose, the procreation purpose. Dolphins do it for for a good time. So I just feel like this person they're fun, they're sexy, it's playful, but it's also, oh wow, this person is coming in to actually heal your heart. Well, that's actually really sweet. This is still part of a process. I feel like these are the wounds you didn't even know you were still carrying, because we have little fairies floating all around, and real curious little chubby fairies. I have a fondness for chubby fairies in particular. I think they're so cute. But we have these funny little fairies that are flitting around. And I feel like this isn't just a gift from the universe that this person shows up. I think that this person makes you giggle and makes you laugh, and they're fun and they're exciting, and just kissing this person, it's just nice. It's like this winds up. Maybe you guys have a conversation about, oh yeah, I had somebody in the past, but apparently they weren't really ready for something with me. Then they show back up, but guess what? They're still not really ready for something with me. They just don't know what they want with me. And then this person may make a joke that actually it's like hilarious. Instead of being like, oh, I'm so sorry you got hurt, let me heal you. This person may take a much more lighthearted approach with these little fairies. There's something sweet that like elevates the mood, and you realize this is just what I needed. This is exactly the kind of person who, they're not insensitive, but they're making light, because it's like, oh, that person can't figure out what they want. Well, that's just pure silliness. Let that one go. Don't let that one hurt you. However they handle it, it's not with like this deep, intense gravity. It's this lighthearted vibe. It's interesting because this person, again, they work their way slowly into your heart, but I feel like it's through a lot of enjoyment, and you realize it's just what I needed. This person is like, maybe they've had their own burdens also, but the two of you are looking in the same direction. I want to live in that castle. Yeah, me too. That's what I've been moving toward. I have this big dream, this big goal. That's what I'm working on in my life. There is a balance and an equality between the two of you that it's like this person really gets you and you really get them. Life has lots of hurts, and it's all about, we got to let go of those hurts because they're too heavy they'll weigh us down, and then we don't get to the top of the mountain as easy. So let's unburden ourselves. And I feel like you help them and they help you unburden things, laugh about things, play. When life gets tough, it's like, oh man, this is going to be sucking in a big way. I'm sure glad I got you to do it with me. It's like, this could be your partner in I don't want to say partner in crime. It's your partner in healing without realizing it. It's your partner in growth without realizing, and it's your partner to journey with in adventures. Everything becomes an adventure instead of like this major obstacle. If you want to reach and achieve certain goals in life, you both are like, man, that sounds like a ride. Let's do that. Yeah, I would totally do that with you. You want to go try to buy a castle in Switzerland? I'll try to buy a castle with you. This is the person who, and that could be something where you both know it's tongue in cheek. You're not going to buy a castle in Switzerland, but maybe you're going to eventually build a house and you insist that it has to have a turret. It's something goofy and fun and sweet, but it's adventurous and it's joyful. And that's what you decided. Dude, I have had enough of heaviness in my life. I want joy. I want excitement. I want somebody to laugh with. I'm welcoming in experiences that are going to make me feel like a flying carpet ride. I don't want my life to be run of the mill. I want my life to be fun and adventurous. And so how do I do that? Well, I bring in somebody who's fun and adventurous, not somebody who keeps asking, should I do this? I'm not sure if I can commit to you yet. I'm not sure if I'm, done with my personal challenges. Well, I want you, but I'm just not sure that I want to do this, but I want you, but I don't want to tell you that I want you. Like, no, that we're done with all the stuff with the X energy seems to have been heavier, darker. No wonder this didn't look like it was such a good time anymore. And that you weren't holding a cup of love for this person, and that you don't even picture in this story, our character does not picture themselves being the match for someone who's going to make life this heavy and this uncertain. Life is uncertain, but it's how we embrace the uncertainty with like a sense of adventure. That's what we're gravitating toward now. Instead of the connection that somebody genuinely seemed to want back with you, but they still couldn't quite make the big commitment. And it was already pretty messy. Instead of saying, well, let me work on this with this person. Let me be patient with this person. Let me take back the ex. Let me see how this is going to go. Maybe we can grind it out and we can work through things. Instead, it's like, no, I don't want to work hard. I want to have fun with someone who matches me in joyful, adventurous spirits, because my spirit has changed. I am wide open and I am ready to ride waves. This is a very, I've never had a reading like this for Virgos ever. And it was so fun because I feel like, I don't know, I like the idea of Virgo and this more adventurous soulmate insisting on building a house that has as close to a castle as what they can create. I want a turret. Okay, fine. We'll have a turret and a disco ball. I want a disco ball. Okay, fine. We'll put a disco ball in our castle. It just feels like it would be quirky and fun and unique and different. And when you find somebody that you match with, where you crack yourselves up and life becomes an adventure that is joyful, what a nice turn of energy. Virgos, you have had sucky readings for a long time. This is the best one I think I have ever had for my Virgos. So I hope you guys have fun. I hope that you guys enjoy the crazy stories that pop out. They're my favorite ones ever. So if I get silly in them, it's because, well, I guess that's kind of my nature, to be honest. I totally want a disco ball at my house, and I don't have one yet. And I've always said I would, but you got to hang it high enough. So anyway, I just think that would be in my otherwise fairly tidy house, just something bizarre like that. That would make me so happy. You guys, thanks for being here. Thank you so much for good energy, good vibes. Thank you guys for liking this video if you had fun with it. That's the only way my channel can grow. My channel is entirely free, so giving my videos a thumbs up means the world to me, because without that, my videos won't be seen and my channel won't grow. So I appreciate that more than you guys know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And especially thanks for hanging out with me. You guys are awesome. So many of you popped by today. Thank you. You guys have been having fun in the comments too. I love it. Raquel, I'm glad you're dancing. Yes, you got the Travolta moves going on over there. I see it. Say you, say me. I see you doing the disco too. You guys are awesome. And thank you for your good energy, you guys. I love the chance to laugh and make things lighter, because we need more of that. We totally need more of that. Rosie, hi, sweetheart. Thanks for being here. Thank you, everybody. Jenny, you were the first in the house. Hey, hey. Hi, Tinkerbell. Very nice. You guys, thanks a lot. Have a beautiful afternoon. I'm going to go ahead and do the bonus reading next, okay? So take care, everyone.